You're watching UnrealEntGaming. This is VEGETA, the Prince of all Saiyans. Make sure you subscribe to UnrealEntGaming and push the like button for me.
Or else you'll be Hakai.
Not Beerus.
You know how this works. Make sure you enable all notifications on the channel and watch the entire video all the way through.
And don't forget to follow UnrealEntGaming on both Instagram and Twitter.
That's enough. On with the video.
So with the titanic battle involving both Beast Gohan and Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku now seemingly having to continue on Beerus' planet, here today, courtesy of this month's VEGETA magazine, we do have additional news, information, updates, leaks, and images, not only in regards as to what is to be expected moving forward, as this seems to be the final manga chapter that's going to be depicting what essentially is a brief sparring contest involving to see who is stronger between Goku and Gohan, but as the story now continues to move on by, the million-dollar question moving forward is what kind of direction can we expect following the initial battle involving Gohan and Goku, and more importantly is which of these two warriors is going to emerge victorious by the end of their overall sparring session. Now before we dive any further into this video, if you are new to the channel and of course have a love and passion for all things Dragon Ball related, including its manga, anime, video games, fan animations, fan mangas, and more, in which would also like to be kept up to date with everything in regards to the Dragon Ball Super manga, the Dragon Ball Super anime, Dragon Ball video games, and any and all additional content within the Dragon Ball universe, then I do encourage you guys to head on over and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications by clicking on the bell icon to always be notified whenever a brand new video is posted onto the channel, as well as giving this video a big thumbs up by slapping that like button down below if you guys are simply excited to see what the future holds for the Dragon Ball franchise. And with all that being said, as courtesy of this month's VEGETA magazine, DBS Hype, DBS Chronicles, and Herms98 over on Twitter, the following Dragon Ball Super manga chapter number 103 leaks, images, spoilers, and information goes as follows. Now, as of course you guys can see here on your screen, not only is the battle involving both Goku and Gohan that much more intense, and with Gohan being shown having to miss each and every single one of his strikes upon Goku being shown dodging them, but immediately from the beginning of the chapter, it almost appears as though the two are seemingly going back and forth with each of them getting the upper hand over the other, until there does in fact come a moment in time to which, as of course you guys can see here, where Gohan ends up powering up so much so to such an extent that not only is it confirmed that Gohan is releasing all of his power onto the surface at once, but upon being shown not being able to catch Goku until the final moment of their first encounter was when Beast Gohan was shown being successful enough in landing two thunderous shots upon Goku's body that literally went on to create shockwaves all throughout Beerus' planet, which was two very important shots that did damage to Goku. But even then, by the end of it, Goku does not yet back down, nor does he give up against Gohan, but instead he goes on to do something different, which, as of course you guys can see, at some point within the manga chapter, Goku does recommend for BROLY to be the one to spar with Gohan here, and immediately from the beginning we get to see as to how Gohan is fighting base BROLY, to which Gohan doesn't seem to be concerned or even worried for that matter, because the fight appears to be kind of even, or at least we assume so at first, until, according to Hype over on X, we do actually end up seeing, and yes, I'm serious when I say this, Super Saiyan BROLY versus Beast Gohan in the manga, and it's not really clear as to how long they fight or more or less what happens in terms of there being some sort of a transition, other than knowing the fact that the Saiyamen actually end up getting involved in having to battle against BROLY, Vegeta, and Gohan. So there appears to be somewhat of a triple threat fight going on involving Goten, Trunks, BROLY, Vegeta, and Gohan, with Goku being shown stopping it. But the fight involving Goku and Gohan does seemingly enough depict Goku having to call off the fight just to simply throw BROLY in, to which by the very end of the manga chapter we do in fact actually find out what happens before initially the chapter comes to a close, as the following translations go on to state, and I quote, Goku says that that it's time for all of them to go back, but Lemo says that the food is ready and they all sit down to eat. Trunks says that this food is much better than the one over on Capsule Corp, and Broly says that Lemo's food is the best in the entire universe. Goku then asks on who the two strangers are in the car, and Gohan says that they're a part of the Red Ribbon Army. Vegeta, on the other hand, doesn't know about who they are, and Gohan explains that they're a part of an evil organization. Carmine then later says that he will never do evil ever again, but Goten and Trunks doubt that he will. Goku says that he'll go and take them back to Earth and asks Vegeta if he wants to go back too, and says yes because otherwise Bulma will forget about him. Goku says farewell to Beerus and Whis and says that he'll come back to visit them soon, as he then detects Piccolo's key and teleports the whole car back over onto Earth. In the meantime, Piccolo is surprised to see all of them and angry to see the two Red Ribbon men, who essentially take off within their car, as Goku says that he almost didn't recognize Piccolo for how strong he has become, and eventually asks to go and fight Piccolo, but Piccolo says no because he and Gohan have to go pick up Pan from school. Goku doesn't understand as to what Piccolo is saying, and Vegeta criticizes him for forgetting about his own granddaughter. Piccolo says that as punishment, he'll have to go and pick her up from school with them, as we cut back to Carmine in the car as he says that planning world domination won't make him rich, so instead he ought to start a real business. The three later arrive at the school, and Pan immediately teleports close to Goku and kicks him, in assuming that Goku is the enemy, as he smiles at her with Pan understanding that he means no harm. The chapter then ends with the four of them starting to then fly away. Now, as insane as this chapter appears to be, because we now understand that it was Goku's idea and having to suggest Gohan to fight with Broly, and on top of also having to see Broly let go and kind of doing something similar to what Gohan did in his beast form in releasing his Super Saiyan power onto the surface, what I would like to know from you guys down in the comment section below right now, which is going to be a bit divisive, but between Vegeta, Broly, Gohan, and Goku, how would you guys rank those four in terms of power from 1 to 4 down in the comment section below? Because even though right now we don't have the full English scans and translations for this upcoming manga chapter, you can expect for us to cover the entirety of this upcoming manga chapter on March 20th once everything is released in English, which we now also have additional scans, in case you guys were wondering, for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, to which, as of course you guys can see, we finally now have additional characters that are going to be shown being revealed in the upcoming game, such as Universe 6's Kale, Dispo, Topo, and Ascended Grade 2, or I do believe it's Grade 3 Trunks, and Ultra Instinct Sign Goku, which means that we're bound to get Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku on top of this. No word yet if we're even gonna see Ultra Ego Vegeta in the game to begin with, but we can only go as far as to speculate to confirm that Beast Gohan is going to be in it, Broly is going to be in it, of course, that much we already know, and what's even more, to which, as of course you guys can also see, we finally now have something depicting Hit in action, which I know a lot of people, especially me, are going to be using him in the game once this game is released, and there is going to be a very special upcoming gameplay trailer that's going to be released sometime within the next few weeks or so, which to that you might want to go ahead and keep your eye out for, because they are going to be dropping additional characters and possibly even stages that we can actually see be featured in the game once it's released. But even then, before we close off today's video, we do have an update as to what is about to transpire going forward in the upcoming manga chapter, which was supposed to be that of April, as we now understand that the Shueisha team will be taking a hiatus and going on break starting April of next month, which ultimately means that Dragon Ball Super manga chapter number 104 will not be released until either May or possibly even June, and that is of course because of the unfortunate passing of Akira Toriyama. It looks as though the team is going to be going on break until further notice, so until that very point we aren't going to see Dragon Ball Super manga chapter number 104 until they decide to come back. But either way, rest in peace to the iconic Akira Toriyama for giving us everything that he did and for inspiring us through his vision. So I do believe that if Shueisha needs to go on break just to gather their collective thoughts before having to return, I think that would be a good idea. So until then, I will be keeping you guys posted and notified on what's to come, especially moving forward as March 20th approaches, because that is when we are going to be getting the full translations in English and finding out as to what Dragon Ball Super manga chapter number 103 is going to be about. So again, I want to thank you all so much for watching, everybody. Thank you all so much for your time, to which once again, if you also just so happen to be new to this channel, then I do encourage for you guys to head on over and smash that subscribe button, on top of giving this video a big fat thumbs up by smashing that like button down below. Tune back in for more, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you down in the comment section below and in the next video. Take it easy, guys, and have a great day. Peace.
Hello. Did you know that you can stay up to date with the latest Dragon Ball content by simply subscribing to UnrealEntGaming?
Also, don't forget to follow on these social media platforms, you sexy son of a bitch.
Roshi.
Silent Cell. Me and the fans are having a moment. That's right. I know what you want. Extra long, thick Dragon Ball content. Quality reviews with flawless editing. Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You dirty bitch.
Roshi, the fuck?
God damn it, I need them to subscribe, Cell.
And we're demonetized.
Yeah, screw it. Let's cut to the video.